this game, they had 19 ground ball double plays out of 111 opportunities. That's the best ratio in the majors, and it's because of guys like Chatwood and Boroughs and Mays are coming out of the pen that can get so many ground balls. And that's what they need right here.
1-0. In there for a strike, 1-1.
Chatwood faced the Diaz on Friday and got him to hit into a ground ball to shortstop to retire him. And he's been fairly clutch for the Rays, hitting .313 with runners in scoring position. The Blue Jays infield kind of straight away for Diaz.
1-1, sent in the air to right field. Biggio there makes the catch, and it's a shallow fly ball. Nobody going anywhere, one down.
Good pitch, the inside part of the play. That's always the book on Yandy Diaz. If you can crowd him with hard stuff, you can have success. A little different story with the Rosarena, as he's one of the best fastball hitters in the game. But he too hits a lot of ground balls. And the Blue Jays would love to get a ground ball and get out of this jam here in the fifth.
Yeah, we talked about it last night. His ground ball percentage this year is up somewhere around 65%, one of the highest rates in the majors so far. He has struck out and walked in this game today. First pitch from Chatwood, and a cutter in there for a strike, 0-1.
Here's a situation with the Rosarena where you could play your infield a little bit deeper because he hits the ground ball so hard. So you can get more lateral range by backing up a step or two.
Chatwood backs off the rubber, wants to think about things for a moment. A Rosarena stays put in the box. And now the 0-1. Threw that cutter again, but a Rosarena with a chase outside, and it's a ball and a strike.
Yeah, that was a tough pitch to lay off of, but Chatwood understands that Rosarena's looking for heaters. He loves to swing at that fastball. And you've got to be able to locate the fastball effectively. I like down and into a Rosarena.
Swing and a miss on a fastball up around the top end of the zone, up at the belt, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, Chatwood's got good life on his pitches. That ball kind of took off and went up and away from a Rosarena.
He's got it up on the fastball. You can't sit on the cutter or anything like that. He can get that fastball by you. 1-2. And he missed down and away. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Chatwood said that when he made the transition from starter to reliever, he was in Chicago with the Cubs and talked to Brandon Morrow about the same transition Morrow made earlier in his career. He went from starter to a very effective reliever, especially with the Dodgers.
Again,
Chatwood's getting some insight as to how you handle these situations and what you look for. Down in the bullpen, you just don't sit there until they call your name on the phone. You look at the bats, you look at how hitters are going after particular pitchers, and now you have to put that into good use.
2 on, 1 out, 2-2 pitch, down and away, a full count, and you could look at almost every arm in a major league bullpen, and at some point that guy was a starter somewhere. We talked about how Boroughs has made the adjustment to the bullpen. Not that long ago, Jordan Romano was trying to make it as a starting pitcher, and a lot of these guys, I think, like you say, Buck, they're learning from more experienced guys who have made the transition to the pen.
Yeah, and there's a lot of different mental aspects to relieving. I mean, you got to come to the ballpark anticipating you could pitch every single day. The great Jim Cott always used to say, especially when he was working in the bullpen, as a relief pitcher, you're an everyday player. You just have to come ready to work every single going to make a positive transition.
Well, a term that gets used a lot these days. This is a high leverage situation right here for Tyler Chatwood. 3-2, and he got him. Swing and a miss to get a Rosarena for a big second out.
Boy, terrific job by Chatwood. He and Jance had a little chat, and he was asking right there, was that what you wanted? And this is a cutter, and it's high, probably not exactly where he wanted it, but it's effective as he gets to Rosarena, chases it, and strikes him out.
Yeah, Jansen Tyler Chatwood. Guerrero makes the play unassisted to end the inning and keeps running right off the field because he's leading off top 6.
Baseball is in full swing. Why don't enjoy great Pilsner taste from Miller Lite, the official beer sponsor of MLB. 90 calories and 3 grams of carbs for 355 milliliters. Must be legal drinking age. MLB trademarks used with permission.
And here comes the big bopper, Jack Lynx. Not the fastest runner, but boy, can he crush it. Try Jack Lynx jumbo bags of beef jerky. Jack Lynx. Use your wild side. What is Andrea's CRV have in common with Pat's Civic? The answer, both were assembled right here in Ontario. And during the Honda Checkered Flag event, lease your own Ontario-built 2021 Civic LS from $62 weekly at 0.99% and 0 down, including a $750 Honda bonus. Ontario is something we can all be proud to be a part of and support. Includes freight and fees for 60 months, taxes extra, OAC, made with domestic and imported parts. By appointment only. See HondaOntario.com. Welcome back to Blue Jays Baseball, powered by Jack Lynx. I'm Rob Vaughn. Time to check in on the St. Louis Farm Grill out-of-town scoreboard. Right now, in Cleveland, it is the Yankees trailing Cleveland 4-3 in the bottom of the 5th inning. The Red Sox lead the Mariners 5-3 in the 5th, while the Orioles have a 3-1 lead on the Athletics, bottom of 7. Listening to Blue Jays Baseball, powered by Jack Lynx. Blue Jays leading the Rays 1-0, heading to the top of the 6th. Let's send it back to the Trop.
This is your last chance to get your tickets for the Rays Series 50-50 draw. Buy your tickets before 10 o'clock Eastern time tonight for your chance to win. Jackpot's closing in on $10,000 right now and rising fast. Support Jays Care and get your tickets now at bluejays.com/5050. Well, all 3 games in the series down in St. Pete have been close. The Blue Jays winning 5-3 on Friday night, losing 5-3 last night, and leading 1-0 going to the 6th inning this afternoon. They'll send up Guerrero, Grichuk, and Simeon. Vladdy 0 for 2 today, really in his first, and it's a very brief one, but his first kind of cold spell of the season. He is 0 for his last 9 going back to Friday. As he takes a strike at the knees, 0-1.
Yeah, I mean, it's really encouraging when your worst stretch is 0 for 9. And Vladdy's been swinging so well. You expect that he's going to have a good at-bat here.
Picks the ball away, a ball and a strike. A run on 3 hits for the Blue Jays, no runs on 5 hits for the Rays. The Blue Jays have had to go into the bullpen early after the injury to Hyunjin Ryu. 1-1 is up and in, ball 2, and we'll see how they decide to piece it together. Still got to get 12 more outs if they're going to get a win. Do have the off day tomorrow. That helps. The 2-1 from Fleming, and Vladdy takes it high, ball 3.
Yeah, and this is where Vladdy really has to be selective. I know he hasn't had a hit in his last 9 at-bats, but you've got to get a pitch you can drive, and he has shown a lot of patience, and he has worked for some walks. 15 walks so far.
3-1, and he fouls it off right side. 3-2, got a cutter over the inner half, but sprays it off to the right.
You know, what's so different with Vladdy is his bat speed, and that last pitch was a good example, even though he was late on it, but his bat's flying through the zone, just really quick.
Up and away, and he will take a leadoff walk here in the 6th.
16th walk of the season and a leadoff walk here. It's the 3rd walk the Blue Jays have taken this afternoon, and they've got to take advantage of it where they are in their lineup. Grichuk, who's been hot, he's been held at 0 for 2 so far, but he's been swinging about well against the Rays.
Second time through the order for Josh Fleming. Guerrero the lead at first. 1-0 Blue Jays in the 6th. Chatting up Yandy Diaz as he puts on his sliding glove, and Grichuk digs in. First pitch swung on and hit in the air, right center field. Margot back near the warning track to make the catch. Vladdy's gone halfway and now back to first.
Well, Rangel saw that pitch up and out over the plate, but just the movement Fleming has kind of took it toward the end of the bat. Didn't barrel it up real well, but he had a pretty good pass at it.
So Randall's 0 for 3, and now it'll be Marcus Simeon, who started things off in the 5th with a base hit into right field for the Blue Jays and eventually came in to score the only run of the afternoon. Up and away on the first offering from Fleming, ball 1.
Well, you mentioned that base hit was his first hit to the right side of second base all season long. I mean, he's a dramatic pull hitter. But he took a changeup and just rolled it through the right side of the infield off Fleming.
And Ryan Barucki now starting to throw. You knew he would be in play given the way things are going today. And now a little looper to shallow right, coming on and making the catch is Margot. A good sliding catch out in shallow right. Route number 2 as Guerrero gets back to the bag.
One thing the Rays have consistently is good outfield defense. And Kimmerer was out for a while, and they have Brett Phillips, who is their fourth outfielder. He can play center. Margot can play center. Rosarina is a good outfielder as well. And Margot has been a center fielder on a regular basis and makes a nice sliding catch right there just before that ball was about to hit the turf. They've got some defenders in the outfield. They can all run and they all have arm strength.
Fleming liking it. Good effort by Margot for the second out. And that'll leave it up to Lourdes Gurriel Jr. with Guerrero still at first and 2 down. Lourdes had a bunt base hit last inning. Swing and a miss. Got a changeup in the first pitch, 0-1. He's locating just well enough, Buck, that either they're going to get jammed and hit it to the right side, or they're going to yank it foul down the left field line.
Yeah, he hasn't made many mistakes with that cutter for sure. He's located it exactly where he wants to.
0-2. And he got him. Fleming strikes out Gurriel swinging. And they'll leave the Guerrero walk aboard. Nice play by Margot, and it's still just a 1-0 game.
Massive Toronto is Ontario's #1 massive volume dealer 7 years in a row. Want to know why they're #1? How about 0.5% purchase financing and up to a $1,000 Mazda bonus on select new models? Plus, huge savings on new tires during the spring care event. Book an appointment for your #1 deal today at Massive Toronto.
I'm York and Etobicoke from Mazda Toronto. Come in and find out why we're #1. We're on Yonge and south of Steele. See MazdaToronto.com. Bird feeders are a great way to bring nature to your backyard. They're also great for getting the kids away from the screen and outside into the fresh air. Hi, I'm Ben Wagner, and if you want the most popular yard on the block, look for Armstrong Bird Food at your local retailer. Armstrong has high-quality seedlings, suets, and treats
Alonso's had an infield hit, and he's also been called out on strikes. The 0-1 on the way from Chatwood, and a fastball there for called strike 2.
Yeah, they were trying to come inside with it, and Chatwood missed across the plate, but he got the call. It was a strike. And we talked about this when he entered the game in the 5th inning, that he's got a lot of life on his fastball and his slider.
Jansen setting up way outside, and the 0-2 is fouled off to home Russell.
Chatwood had entered 2 runners last time out when he came in late. He just stuck in and nobody out, and he stranded those 2 runners. So now he's just stranded 4 of the 5 inherited base runners that he's had this season. He's done a nice job in that category.
0-2 again, bounced foul up the third baseline. Gave up a couple of base hits in the 5th, and then Chatwood came in and got 3 big outs. Left-hander Jeffrey Springs looks like he'll be next out of the Tampa Bay pen. 0-2 again, and it hit him. Just ran in, didn't hurt him. Off-speed pitch that hit him right in the wallet, and Chatwood frustrated. He had him set up at 0-2, but he puts a man on, and that's going to bring Charlie out of the dugout.
Yeah, very backup slider, and it hits Brasso on the elbow, so he's going to take first base, and the leadoff man reaches here to start the 6th for Tampa Bay. Barucki's ready, so he'll come in to face Brandon Lau.
Welcome back to Blue Jays Baseball, powered by Jack Links. I'm Rob Watt. Earlier, Sportsnet.ca's Ben Nicholson-Smith was a guest on leadoff on Sportsnet 590 The Fan in Toronto.
That eye that was so celebrated when he was a kid. You remember that home run when he walked off the exhibition game in Montreal? I think it was 2018. I mean, he sent everybody into a frenzy. It was the only run scored in the game, 1-0 win. But there was a slider just off the plate.
Absolutely, because, you know, in these things, I think it's why I kind of struggle to answer what example particularly stands out, because they really do overlap, where, you know, he has the fitness, and then that allows him to get to maybe that inside fastball, and then because he knows he can get to that, he is more comfortable waiting on that slider just off the plate, and he's got the eye to do that, and then once he does hit it, he's in better shape, so it becomes a double and not a single, or a double and not a, you know, single put out at second base. So it's all these things adding up.
There is Ben Nicholson-Smith speaking of Vladimir Guerrero Jr., who has his 16th walk of the season in this one. Blue Jays continue to lead the Rays 1-0 as they're in the bottom of the 6th inning. Ryan Barucki now into pitch for the Blue Jays.